Welcome to Sports in 60 Minutes, right here on iravelstudios. I'm Femi. I'm excited to have you join us. Today, there are loads of great things to touch on. Remember, the FIFA Club World Cup is up and running, and we've had some very exciting results. We'll also share our ideas coming through from the Women's Cup of Nations starts in a couple of weeks. Are the Super Falcons ready to wrestle their title from the rest of Africa? We'll share that thoughts, including transfer stories. And who better than the great guys who got some of the brightest minds in the exciting world of sports? We've got Princewill Oviesan right here. Princewill, it's good to see you today.
It's a pleasure being here once again, Femi.
All right, Olamide Onwuka is also right here. He looks, well, good today.
It's a pleasure being here today.
I tried my best not to add anything at the back.
No, but you just try and add something. Try it. You know there's after show.
Why? No, you're not the producer. Why are you threatening me?
There's after show. I don't have nothing to say to you.
And I said the best for last. Opeyemi Imoru is also here with us. Opeyemi, it's good to see you today. I don't know. I know the weather is not looking a bit chilly, but I don't know. You feel?
I'm good. It's good to be here once again, talking sport with you guys.
All right, okay, it's all right. We're always very good. We accommodate you a lot of times. I know we accept what comes in.
Hello.
Okay, all right. She's getting warmed up. All right, so we will get warmed up as well. We've got loads of stories starting from the Nigerian sports scene and the NPFL. We hear a date for the resumption is there, but the question will be what new technologies will be going through. Let's say for this, we'll come back, we'll start off from there. All right, so welcome. It's Sports in 60 Minutes right here on Iravel Studios, and Princewill, Olamide Onwuka right here in the building, and we're going through the Nigerian football stories. Now, the first thing I can tell you is confirm the the IMC and the NPFL will start on the 25th of August. All right. Olamide, let's get your thoughts coming in from this one first. Positive stories. There's a new date for the start of the new season. Puts Nigeria in line preparing for the CAF Champions League, CAF Confederation Cup. However, to make the league better, the IMC are seeking investors because the plan is to put video assistant referee VAR technology next season.
For me, I think it's a very, very good step in the right direction. Last season we saw the use of talkback for the referees, which at least
not talk about communication guide.
But it's still talk back.
Don't be using
this. It is. I mean, no, it's talk back.
We don't talk about communication.
That communication gadget.
Walkie-talkie.
Whatever, anyone. So but the point is, video assistant referee takes it to a different dimension. I mean, for me, to a large extent, it will eliminate the issue of crowd trouble, because then people get to see, exactly the play. Sometimes, referees, they can miss calls, make some bad decisions, which the fans will feel like they've been hard done. So VAR, if they can successfully get it into the NPFL, it will be the game changer for me.
Okay, some of the details coming out include that we hear a few referees have been shortlisted. These referees are computer literate. They go to Morocco for VAR usage just to ensure that they pull them up to speed. They also have adopted the communication guide, just like we mentioned, for the 24-25 season. So there are ways to improve the league and remove all the challenges that we may face.
Yeah, I think the most beautiful part is having to train some referees, in order to be able to use the gadget properly, and which is a good thing. It's not just we having a VAR, but the people that will be behind the camera that will use the gadget, I think they need to get trained, and which is why some referees have been selected to Morocco to get trained, and let's see how that pans out in the coming season. Let's see how maybe the use of the VAR will be a blessing, or we never can tell.
The only person I'm staring at straight up is Princewill now, because look, after everything everyone has said.
Can I say something before?
Go ahead.
So I feel like for me the question is the tools. The VAR gadget involves both installation of cameras and different stuffs. Usually you don't take them off the stadium because it's supposed to be the permanent site.
Not necessarily
for these teams. To be on a safe side.
No, not necessarily.
We know that sometimes.
No, not necessarily.
So okay.
No. Okay. They can be installed and they can be removed.
So, but
because remember in the last Africa Cup of Nations, we did not have VAR. I think the quarterfinal stage.
Yeah.
That was planned from the get-go.
I know, I'm saying that. So you can move those devices. You move it. You can bring it there. You can take it off.
Okay.
Right? Again.
If we can do that, then it's fine.
That part you just did.
Yes.
Left for you know who.
No, I was just trying to check the pros
You're
and
on
cons.
point. Ordinarily, I want to agree with Femi, considering the fact that nothing is permanent.
Okay.
Especially with information technology. Let me give you an instance. Somebody was trying to be heinous somewhere. Every activity he partook that very day was recorded. How? Through a pen camera. He didn't even know that guy had a pen in his pocket. Now, if somebody had carried a normal camera, he would sort of mellow down on the stupid things he was doing. But that pen camera recorded the 2 hours of the rubbish he did. So, in such cases, you could move anything. You could install
Why do I
anything.
have a feeling that Prince, you're trying to direct your jibe at somebody in the studio here?
Can somebody be?
No, he said no. It's
because of your sinister thoughts
It's
and your
2 hours.
sinister
Somebody
nature.
was misbehaving for 2 hours, and I feel that this kind of thing is trying to point it at somebody.
To who?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
And why are you thinking for him?
Thank you.
I'm not thinking. I'm just asking the question.
Why are you in his head?
Because Prince has said biro, camera, technology, 2 hours, and I'm wondering that are you speaking to somebody? Maybe I don't know. You know what? That's all I have to say anyway. But let's leave it at that. We wish them the best of luck. We hope that the things that the IMC have put in place will come to fruition, and we'll see the growth in the Nigerian football scene. All right, so let's move away from that. Princewill, I'm going to start out with you for the next story. Super Falcons, Madugu. Are we ready for WAFCON? You know what? Before you say anything, Princewill, I know the Super Falcons will wrestle the title back. I'm saying my own first. Nobody can stop us. No one is good enough
La Decima.
to stop. Yes.
La Decima.
That's
But
it.
funny enough, the Super Falcons have been one of my very favorite team nationally. Yes.
So you agree with me?
Yeah, I'm not agreeing with you in that perspective. No.
Princewill, there's a problem today.
No. Probably you've not heard me several times. Ope will testify to it. The Super Falcons have been a team I hold dear to my heart.
Yeah.
They've always put smiles on the faces of Nigerians. Going for the 10th title, I am out for them. Yesterday I was on my show and I made a categorical statement. This is a team that has not gotten so much support, but they've always brought smiles to Nigerian faces. We should give them all the support. They need.
But you believe we can win the title?
Yes and
When
no.
you keep using the word La Decima.
Yes and no. Yes, first and foremost, we have what it takes to win the title. But is the house properly coordinated?
What's wrong
have
with
the
that?
right
We've got
players?
friendlies.
Yes,
We're
we've got
playing
friendlies.
Cameroon, we're
But
playing Portugal.
what is Francis Caldeira doing back in the team?
You need experience in everything.
Experience.
What Cristiano Ronaldo doing in Portugal?
Was that not the same thing we spoke about? What was that lady's name? The one that came to play Liberia
Onome?
football.
Onome?
Yes, Ebi Onome. That's
Onome.
Liberia football.
No, I don't. I think Onome added a lot of experience and quality in the team.
No.
She
And
did.
leadership.
She actually
And
did.
leadership.
No. Leadership, yes, but not physical play.
Let's leave it at that. Finally, foremost, before we go for our first break, the Premier League fixtures have been released. I know the guys have got clubs. There's two people here. Because most times Olamide just looks like as if he's a passenger when we're talking Premier League. But Princewill Oviesan has a soft spot for Arsenal.
Not soft, please. Strong one.
Okay. Well, your strongest is Rangers. Then Arsenal.
It's like a man having two wives. You can't choose in between.
Okay, so you like both of them, but we're talking Premier League now. So Premier League fixtures are out. I've seen Arsenal's games.
Against
Their
Manchester
first
United.
5 games, first opening game is Manchester United. I think third game has got if I could just see those fixtures.
I've not seen the features, but I know that first game is against
The
Manchester.
first
Second
game
game
is
is Leeds. Right? The second game is Leeds for Arsenal.
they have the toughest actually.
Yeah, then I know there is Nottingham Forest, Manchester City, and Liverpool. So the third game is Liverpool. Yeah. Third game is Liverpool. Fourth game is Nottingham Forest. Fifth game is Man City.
I think
Then
it's
the
Man
sixth
City.
game is Newcastle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Arsenal's
Newcastle,
first 6
yes.
games. Very tough.
Very
Man
tough.
United are starting off with Arsenal. I like to everybody say anyway Arsenal play Manchester United, they will beat them. Old Trafford though, New Trafford though, they'll beat them.
You're throwing stone now.
And they even help Man United, they gave them Fulham and Burnley first 5 games to help deceive them. They were
Fulham,
defeated.
Burnley, Man City, and Chelsea.
Man City and Chelsea will beat them.
Yes. That's the first 5 games for Man United. For me, I think Arsenal have it hardest because, playing Man U, playing Newcastle,
Playing Man City.
playing Liverpool,
Playing Nottingham Forest.
it's a very, very tough start for Arsenal.
I agree.
My condolences in advance.
Over what? it is when you get it hard, your test of sincerity and dexterity comes to play. Arsenal is ready to go.
Okay.
That was the last thing.
The opening second half.
That was the last thing. Princewill, you know why I'm embarrassed sometimes when I have this conversation with you that you don't own up.
How?
Last year,
How?
you made promises about what
That's
Arsenal
what?
could achieve.
And we did
And
achieve
you
it.
went
What
through
did you
this.
achieve?
We
Beat Real Madrid.
Are you aware that it is not easy
You
coming
beat
second
Real
in a
Madrid.
league of that nature? Come off it, man.
They came second.
They
so
beat
it's,
Real
uh,
Madrid.
No, not Real Madrid. We came
That's
second.
the same season that Spurs won the European title.
Listen.
Yes, actually.
Listen. Sports is all about making good money. We're making good money.
He's not winning titles.
You know I like Ope. Ope was just humble.
Ah!
But this year, fire and prayer. That's what they'll be doing to the end of the season.
No, Man U surprised
So
me.
like give me side eye, because even the side eye she just gave me and thing. She couldn't help it.
Man U
No,
surprised me.
anybody who is expecting so much from Man U, I pity you.
They bought Cunha.
Cunha.
They bought Cunha. Who again they buy again? They bought Cunha. They want to buy this guy.
Ekitike.
Ekitike.
No. I think they want to
want to
buy
buy Ekitike.
Mbemo.
No, they
I
said
think
they
Ekitike
want
is
to
out
buy-
of the.
No, but
listing.
actually, they recently bidded for
Why is Man
Ekitike.
United not bidding for Victor Osimhen?
That's a question that
Why
we should
not
get to.
bid?
Is
It's good. It's
wages.
good as part of what we're discussing because
We're
I
gonna
think it's
discuss
going
that.
to do with his
His
pedigree and what he has
wages
achieved.
is much.
Even if
What do you mean by
if
wages
Osimhen
much?
was to be a white ball,
He would
by
have
now
gotten
we
a
have
move by
club.
now. Big
That's
time.
a simple truth.
All right,
Very,
let's-
very true.
Let's go for a break right now. Those are the fixtures on your screen for the Premier League. 20 teams. Remember, the newly promoted teams are Burnley, Leeds United, and Sunderland. Sunderland have lost their star player. Talking about Joe Bellingham, who's moved to Borussia Dortmund. He's live at the Club World Cup. You can catch action of all those games wherever you get them. Let's go for a break. We'll come back. We've got more to discuss right here. Sports in 60 minutes. All right, so this is another part of the show. It's really simple, right? What we're looking at this point is the Club World Cup. It's been on. There's been loads of stories, divided opinions about it. Some say it's been absolutely brilliant from FIFA and Infantino to have an expanded Club World Cup, 32 teams. Others say it's been a gaffe so far. I'm going to ask the one person who's seen various sort of FIFA Club World Cup and FIFA competitions generally and ask him directly, Princewill, is this a great tournament? And I know we're not at the end yet, but the whole concept, or has it been a gaffe on FIFA?
Currently speaking, is a great one. When you consider the fact that it has taken away this huge preparation for teams to go for friendlies and what they have to pay, it has actually brought some of the teams a lot of people don't even see, and when they go for their friendlies, to their TV screen. And some of these players who would always want to go on unnecessary holiday are right now on full mission. FIFA has done something quite great, bringing 32 teams together. Don't let us take away the beauty of it. Yes, it has its problem, but it has been a great one.
So some of the problems, as you can see on your screen, are the empty seats we saw. The game between Chelsea against LAFC. Now, while I know I'm supposed to sit down here and try to be as objective as I can in terms of putting out the facts, I also think that's a poor narrative. I can't believe that me and Princewill have agreed on a lot of things today. I need to go check myself again, or hopefully, maybe I'm finally getting through to Princewill. But it was because the game was played at 3 p.m. in the US time. So a lot of people were at work, right? It meant that many couldn't come to the stadium. And it makes perfect sense because all the FIFA were trying to do was target TV, which automatically mean the European markets, the African markets, some part of the Middle East, we're able to watch those games. But what do you say about the terms of players keep saying rest? Because look, players played this tournament all the way to July. Season starts in August. Don't forget that the European teams, the players who featured at the Euros, have not had a rest. So played in the Euros, some played at the Olympics. They've had a full season.
The Nations League?
They've had the Nations League. They've had the Club World Cup. They'll start a new season and then they'll go to the World Cup next year, which is 1 year away. Does that sort of buttress what the critics are saying that, look, these players will have burnout of injuries and subpar performance?
For me, I think to be honest, I think some of these players needed rest, and you see those teams that are not participating. I think in sort of way their players are like, okay, at least I have to see family, rest a bit before the proper season starts. So for me, I think and the likes of Jose Kounde, his team is playing at the he has been clamoring, he has been talking about this rest of a thing that. Please, we need rest. We need to.
Kounde isn't playing at the Club World.
He isn't. For Barcelona.
Yeah, so he has been saying it like before the FIFA.
Yeah, he just wants to rest because.
Can I say something, okay?
Yeah.
As a Barca fan, I'm actually happy that my club is not at the Club World Cup.
That just sounds like sour grapes. Sounds like you just.
No, for real. Let me tell you why. Because look at the teams playing at the Club World Cup. How many breaks
So that's what I'm trying to say. That see,
look at
some
the money.
teams are happy that
It's not
they are
all
not
about money.
It's
participating.
all about the money.
It's
Can
not,
I
it's not all about the money.
To interject, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
This FIFA World Club, is it an annual thing or
No, it's every
biannual?
Now it's 4 years.
Every
It's
4
4
years.
years.
What are we talking? The money comes, I beg. Let them
Now
all
it's
sing.
4 years.
So the reason I say
Let them
the money,
continue.
look,
I'm
for
starting to say
example,
next year,
so
not yet.
think about, let's take for example, think about company, Vincent Company, Bayern Munich. Now, because of it's a $1 billion pot, right? That they're all sharing. The African teams, I already told people that this is what I think. We should be in trouble because the likes of Wydad, the likes of Ali,
We make good money.
Exposure and money.
the exposure they will
Sundowns.
make from this tournament will even drag that divide even further.
Further, yeah.
Oh, there's no way Remo Stars. There's no way Rivers United. There's no way
course.
Enyimba will compare. And let's not forget that Enyimba got AFL money.
Of course.
AFL money that we did not see translate. The best AFL Enyimba did was get to the group stage of the CAF Confederation Cup. Let's count the teams that went to the AFL. I know some of them did. Ali played the semi-final. Sundowns played the final.
Of course.
I think Orlando Pirates got all the way to the semi-final of the tournament. A lot of them made Simba go to the final of the CAF Confederation Cup. I'm saying that teams that got money from the AFL, we could see where the money,
impact,
the
yeah.
investment in.
Yeah.
We got the same amount of money.
What have we done with it?
We are not even know. We don't even know where the money entered. Nobody's talking about it.
So
We are not hearing anything about it, and which is very bad.
It means that
And we want to go to competition. I want to beat our fellow,
there's no
you know,
way that Mamelodi Sundowns will get the money they get because you are guaranteed at least 2.5 million.
yeah.
How much is the CAF Champions League?
Dollars though.
2.5
Million dollars.
Sorry. How much is the CAF Champions League?
Has a
prize
whole
money?
lot.
But when they get this money, it will help improve their facilities, improve the players' welfare, probably get 1 or 2 international players to join
Players
their
as
team.
well, yeah.
Same as Al Ali. Remember that Wydad were prizing Cristiano Ronaldo coming to this tournament. Wydad with confidence that Ronaldo will want you. So I think that, look, is it a good plan? Yes, it's every 4 years. I've been against it for it because of saying that, too many football players will burn out. But like Princewill said, it's once every 4 years.
Since it's once every 4 years now, at least it's worth the stress.
And then the money you are going to make. Vincent Company, I was going to make the example of Company, right? Imagine if Bayern says, you know what, Company, from this Club World Cup, we're guaranteeing you 70 million to buy any player you want. If you've been wanting somebody, 70 million is on the table. We'll give it to you to go and add to your transfer budget. Every coach will be ready because Man City, they've given him like 4 or 5 players. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, well, at least we all agree that the Club World Cup is a good idea in terms of ensuring that we get top club competition. And hey, who says FIFA shouldn't think about these things? They're already proposing a 48-team competition.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, maybe one Nigerian team will find its way there. We'll wait to see how it turns out. But we need to improve our performance from now to the next 4 years and hopefully see what happens. I already know that Pyramids will be looking forward to the next event because they won this season's CAF Champions League. I did not make this event. But let's go for a break right now. We've got one more round to go through. We'll look through the transfer stories and then we've got our predictions. It's back. The Club World Cup, like we told you, promises to be big. The guys will share their thoughts about what you should do, but I always advise you, listen to me first. Get everything I said. Use that first. They cannot add whatever they said later on. Let's go for that break.
No bias.
Okay, well, this time we've got the transfer stories coming through from the exciting world of European football. Princewill, Opeyemi, and Olamide. All three right here as well. Princewill, let's start off with you. Victor Osimhen, what's wrong? Why hasn't it got in a club at this time?
It's quite unfortunate. I don't know what took me to his Instagram page, and I saw some beautiful videos, some of the things he did with Galatasaray, the love the fans showed, his dexterity, his panache, his zest on the field of play. And I'm beginning to ask the question, if Victor was to be a semi-white boy, like a mulatto, I don't think we'll be in this dilemma because
Is that word? No, I don't think that's the word we use now.
what word do you want to use?
I think it's mixed race. That's what we use now.
Okay, anyhow, or join. But for me, Victor has
We have
all
to
it
speak
takes.
English. We have to be woke. We have to speak English. Right?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that correction. If Victor was a mixed race personality, he will not be in this particular quagmire because I think it's the quagmire. For him, this issue of transfer to a better club started from last season.
Is it not a problem of what he's asking for?
No, I don't think. I think
Osimhen, his transfer fee will not be a lot because he's got about 1 year left until the end of his contract.
But is Napoli saying it from that particular angle?
No, but there's no player who's got 1 year left
The club just has to budge.
Yeah. So the question
Or
is,
they're
has
losing
the
for free.
player agreed that, okay, you know what, probably I was on a lot of money at this point, a lot of money here, but I'm going to take a pay cut to show people what I can do.
That also has to go down to the managing Osimhen, beg your pardon, yeah. Because he knows there are people who he has given that responsibility to. They're saddled with that negotiation skill, so they will be the best party to advise him. So whatever he's going through right now, I want to place it on the management team.
Let's turn over now to Manchester United story, where there is huge transfer stories that United will not stop with Matheus Cunha. They want more players, and one name that has been mentioned is Hugo Ekitike. Funny enough, you know the funny thing, his name is pronounced the same way anyhow you look at it.
Anyhow, yeah.
So if you call it backwards, it still goes the same way.
For me, I think in as much as United are desperate to, get players because they need to improve from what they did last season. That was an eyesore. That was shambolic for me. A club as big as United. But I'm not saying this. I'm not saying he's not a fantastic player. I'm not saying he hasn't do well. But I don't think he's one player.
He meets the
25. Yeah,
class
you don't think
of
he's a
money.
25 goal a season kind of player.
No.
I'm agreeing with you as well. I think that if United were going to buy a striker, like Osimhen is a proven goal scorer.
I don't know why they are sleeping on that Osimhen.
I think the money, the price tag on
for Man
Osimhen
U
is
is not
quite
the
high.
money. It's not the money.
Money that
It's
when they were paying,
sentiment.
yes,
It's
when
not
they
the
were
money.
paying-
It's
How
sentiment.
much is Oyon taking at Man United?
You know how much Hoyland came in? Came in for almost 80 million.
You bought Zexi.
And Zex
It's just sentiment.
I don't think any club
He bought
like
Sancho.
Man U they know the problem and you can see the problem.
He bought Anthony.
Yes, for 100.
Okay, while our producers feel there's also one big transfer story circulating in Europe, it's the story around Nico Williams. Olamide, let's get your thoughts, because I'm surprised that this story, no bid has been made yet.
No, there's an agreement between Barça and the player. There's an agreement has been struck for a 6-year deal. The contract will be valid between now to 2031, and that's 6 years. Meanwhile, Barcelona has also announced a new goalkeeper, Joan Garcia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's also a good signing for them because they've really been struggling in that position.
What
for a
happens
while.
to Ter Stegen now?
So now, according to reports coming from Barca camp, they want to sell Ter Stegen and make Szczesny the number 2. And, so they also want to sell Iñaki Peña because currently they have 4 goalkeepers. And that, for me, is a big problem.
Okay.
So for Nico Williams, 6-year deal to earn between 7 and 8 million euros net for those times. So for me, it's a good signing. If you look at the squad depth of Barcelona, they have replacements for every angle except their wing position. So this is a good signing for them.
Olamide is happy.
Olamide is preaching the word of Barcelona. It's okay. Let's go over now to the weekend football games. We've got the Club World Cup is up. Remember, games coming in this weekend. So we're going to take it one at a time. Let's start off with Princewill. Bayern Munich, Boca Juniors. Everyone says Boca put up a show in the game against Benfica, which something was arguably the best game.
So far.
But they're against a team that scored 10 goals. What do you think?
Against a farmer team.
Auckland City.
10 goals against a farmer
That's
team.
not that's a record.
Well, it's a morale booster for Bayern Munich. Scoring 10 goals against any team in a structured organization, competition like this is a big one. For me, it's going to be a very technical game. The South Americans, the Boca Juniors team from Argentina, are clinical. And from the wings, they are very, very fantastic. I think this will also showcase how Bayern Munich can take pressure because you'll be playing against a team that is always on the go. I see an outright win for Boca Juniors.
Wow.
Boca Juniors?
Yes.
Wow.
That was I didn't expect that.
That's my choice.
I didn't expect that at
But
all.
That's my choice.
While I want to tilt that way, I think that Boca defensively, at least the 2 goals I saw them concede, was very worrisome. So I'm going to say draw.
I think Bayern would win. I think a win for Bayern for me.
All right. Let's go to the next game. Mamelodi Sundowns versus Borussia Dortmund. You know what? I'm just going to hold on to this. I don't trust people with the African teams. I trust myself more with it than you people.
Why?
You guys don't love the
Like, I don't understand.
You don't love the African team.
Look, currently the only African team that is actually holding the flag high is Mamelodi Sundowns.
Mamelodi
So,
Sundowns.
Ali is also doing the.
where?
Ali is doing the epic.
Okay, they drew against.
And Ali,
Mamelodi
and
won.
don't forget that Ali only drew because if President get converted his penalty.
Mamelodi Sundowns won. So, as a champion,
But they are playing in the tournament.
Two comes to Bayern Munich.
They are playing in the World Cup.
Yeah.
You say easy now, beats they qualify.
Okay.
Well, for Mamelodi
No, I don't
Sundowns.
ask you to take it to. Please don't look for trouble today. Mamelodi
Can I?
Sundowns to beat Dortmund. Finito.
You take it.
That was what I was about to say, Fem.
Sorry, you can say it too.
That was Mamelodi Sundowns to beat Borussia Dortmund. I like the way they played their last game. Getting Rihanna's coming in to get that good goal. He actually scored 3, and they were able to count one for him. The 2 were offside and all of that. So I think they've shown that okay, they are good to go. And what they need to do in the next games, they can just try and not to concede.
There's a
Not
reason
to
why they are
concede.
called the Brazilians. Mamelodi Sundowns, they are the best
So
team in
you
Africa.
are predicting a win for them.
No, I feel like they might win or draw because this Dortmund, they are not really fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
win or draw.
Olamide, it seems as if you're proving yourself after all. So let's give you the next African team now. Juventus versus
Juve,
Wydad.
they are very porous at the moment.
So Wydad,
A draw.
I thought
A
Wydad
draw.
played well against Man City.
They really did against Man
Yes, they
City.
did. They did.
They were just undone
just
by
un-
the quality.
They're just unlucky.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a draw.
Okay.
Juve can't beat them.
Real Madrid, Pachuca. Okay, let's give you that last game. Real Madrid obviously drew their opening game against Al Hilal. Pachuca will feel, you know what, if Real Madrid can drop points against the Saudi team, we are even more tough.
Yeah.
Right, so what do you think?
Pachuca.
In as much as Real Madrid didn't do well in their last game, I'm not looking down on them. I'm thinking, they are trying to get together,
To understand the
to
system.
understand the system. And for me, I was thinking a new manager bounce will come in for them, will come to play for them, but that didn't happen. But I'm seeing a win for them in this
course,
particular
it's a
game.
win.
That's how we end the show today. Remember, you can also follow us, get latest details and thoughts, and share your thoughts with us on suggestion ideas. And obviously, if you want to take a jibe at Olamide, be my guest. If it's Princewill, hey, have a field day. I totally support you. But if it's okay, no, don't try that. That's my good friend right here on the show. That's about time for us to run. We've got to go. Big thanks to you. Have yourself a lovely, lovely weekend. And remember, catch you next time with fresh stories right here. Sport in 60 minutes.